Hey everyone, it's been a while again. I apologize. I keep having things come up. I've been meaning to make this for probably a couple months. But yeah, so one of the things I've been working on is some Cold War lines, some World War II lines, and I'm flat broke because of it, or I was. And the T44 and the M46 actually make pretty good silver. And I figured, oh, it'd be fun to four mark a tank too. Plus, I actually really like the T44 and Era 1 in general. But this is called the Four Marks of Shame because this is not my four mark match. The match I actually four mark it in was like kind of a turd of a match. This one though was really good, and it was a good carry with some other teammates in the end. One thing that's weird, just to point out, is it's definitely not safe for work. You will actually hear Roger swearing at the
Makes a ton of money though.
bad points of the game, as you can hear there. It makes a ton of money. I don't know what the hell was going on with the record settings. Like Xbox had a patch, and you could hear him, but not me. So just assume that I'm agreeing with everything he says, and then comforting him after he gets screwed by the game and killed.
Yeah.
So one thing is, let's talk about this tank. So the refreshing thing about Cold War in general is that for the most part, especially Era 1, there aren't any tanks that are completely non-competitive. Now I'd say that the UK line has some cannons as a part of it for the mediums that really push that limit a bit, but overall you can do okay pretty much anything you're in as long as you play it right. So this is a great place to start, especially in Era 1, although this was before the FV. No, actually, I see the FV1 on there. So you gotta be careful, because if there's a 4005 over by that windmill that now can pretty much one-shot you in this tank. If you get really unlucky, catch on fire. So the 4005 has reduced the effective strength, I guess, of all of these tanks a little bit. You can't just pop out and think, well, at most I'm going to take a couple hundred damage. So our team is down 2 light tanks already, which is fantastic. So we're losing our vision, which, even though it's Cold War, that is still important. I think that's kind of overlooked sometimes. So I don't want to sit here forever, but they keep popping up, and I'm going to keep harvesting them. So, as long as there's targets, you're not wasting your time here. The key with this position is don't stay too long, though, if things unfold elsewhere in the battle. So you can see I have these 2 light tanks. Sure, I'll take a shot, but I'm not likely to hit them, so I need to make a play and decide where to go next. Let's see, will I get them? Nope. They're also going to bounce shots, which is kind of weird because they're light tanks. But I think that the game models small tanks inappropriately. Things that don't actually have armor bounce a lot of shots because the model is just not being processed correctly. I don't know. With all the other challenges this game has, it wouldn't surprise me. So, careful around the corner. I do see a lot of stuff, but now the light tanks are coming to get Rogers. I take some shots, but it bounces off my tracks, which is something this tank does very well, even better than the T54 and the object that follow it. I think this thing's tracks are just huge. So I missed a lot of shots. This thing has plenty of ammo. I don't have to worry about running out. Just keep shooting. You've heard me say that in other videos. You don't want to like hold the shot. Just shoot. Maybe you hit, maybe you don't hit that time. And with these little light tanks too, man, they could be very challenging. They just pick you apart. He's in a convoy, which is just a huge target. They're not going to miss. And the 101 especially, it has this tiny HE shell, but if you're behind somebody and it pens, it can be brutal. If somebody was behind me with one of those and they penned, it'd be horrible. I'd probably light on fire. It'd be bad. So you really don't want that to happen. Bulldog is a classic threat. One of the strongest Era 1 tanks. Really more of a very fast medium than it is a light, but it's okay. We're gonna follow him. do some more damage. Yeah, we're running out of people now. You can see it's 2-1, just about. And that's a problem because, you know, Rogers was in the Conway. He's gone. So I don't, you know, I'm not really in a platoon. I just have to pray that this team is, you know, they're not just going to YOLO or something. So I catch somebody peeking out. I tag them. They don't hit me. I want to go out and shoot him again, but we have other stuff going on. So I got to make sure that we're not going to get flanked here. See if I can get some vision. It really doesn't look good. I was not expecting to win this, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how it ends. Pretty good damage. I mean, for a 4 mark at this point, 3,800 is probably enough in the T94. It's, I don't want to say anything's easy, but like it's, you know, it's an entry-level Era 1 tank that a lot of people play and then move on. They don't really give it the opportunity to shine that it certainly is capable of. So I'm gonna have to start taking out some of these lights. You're gonna see me start doing a lot of third-person aiming or free aiming or, you know, non-zoom aiming while we're driving, because with these stupid little light tanks you really have to. This is where I get a little worried that we're screwed. You know, the light's dead. That's good. We have the TD here, but it's only a charioteer. I can't tell if it has a top gun or not. If not, you're looking at 200 and some damage a shot, which is totally survivable. Still have a pretty good hit point pool. He's coming at me, but this is a weird play. I think had he, yeah, and I bounce off the side, of course. Get his strike. I think if he stayed in the corner, he probably would have better luck. I don't really know why he pushed that hard. Same with this guy coming over the hill. 1 versus 1, you're going to get wrecked, and that really gives us a chance to get back in it. So now we have a very dangerous tank here with a lot of hit points. I get lucky, I break his engine. I don't know if he blows a repair kit or not, but that's significant module damage. It's going to slow him down. We have this guy up here too. He's a 2-shot. I need to give him down for 1 shot. It's worth taking the damage there because I had enough. Now I'm at 500 though, so gotta be a little more careful. Just gonna start plowing into this T93. The T93 is dangerous because it can bounce a lot. Now I'm shooting 330 heat, but still, if you hit the tracks, a lot of times it'll just get eaten by it. So you gotta be careful. It's a really powerful tank, and they gave them all out for free, so everybody has one. It's kind of ruined Era 1 a bit, but so I know that he's 1 shot and he's showing me his butt. So I'm just gonna kind of drive away. He's not aiming. We're gonna take him out. And that's it. So 6,500 damage, right? So that was one of the better matches I ever had in this tank. But still, it wasn't. That's amazing, too. That guy in the T54 did excellent. 7 kills. So, you know, M-Badge, it's not the 4 mark video, but there it is. So the next round, as you can see, a 2 badge. It wasn't that impressive. It was a lot of fun. Looks pretty good with the 3 stars, although I wish they were a little further up, but what are you going to do? So anyway, give it a shot. If you don't even get it done, you're still going to make a lot of silver and have fun because Era 1's still pretty good.